Okay, so what this is called an SAP. What that stands for is a survivor's annuity plan. Okay, and I would recommend that you guys get used to this term because it really forms it. And basically, what that survivor's annuity plan is a form of life insurance that's being handed out by CalSTRS. Right now, the biggest problem regarding this plan when people go into retirement and elect this option to cover their spouse. Anybody?
They get less.
That's one. Okay. What's the other problem? Anybody? Got looking at my veterans.
Well, I mean, I'm just trying to be quiet because I want other people to learn. Or
I know.
yes. I don't. I know this stuff.
I know. So Kathy, you know, they want to learn. So what would you say the biggest, what is the biggest problem with this plan, the SAP?
Well, this is the example I use. So usually we sit down with women because most teachers tend to be women. So let's just take this person right here. They're going to be paying, what is it? I'm trying to see I can't really see with it. Like $455 into the SAP for their survivor. So we'll just round it up to $500 a month. So for every year, they're going to be reducing their pension for $6,000. Let's just say hypothetically, their husband dies after 20 years. They've just handed CalSTRS $120,000 of their plan. And once he dies, they won't get a penny of that back. So they're better off just getting their own life insurance policy so that if they do pass away before their spouse will be covered, and they haven't handed over all this money to CalSTRS.
Yeah, and that's
biggest. Huge! Holy moly! I didn't know any of that.
You know now. If you didn't know, you know now. But Holly, to that point, okay, that's why CalSTRS. I mean, and it's. When was the last time it was published, Kathy? I think it was 2014 is where you actually found it.
Right. They used to have it in the regular CalSTRS handbook that you're better off getting your own life insurance policy. They did take it out, but there is some hint to it on page 15 of the CalSTRS retirement guide, which is why we should read it because nobody reads that thing until they're going to retire. But they did take that out of the, it was 2014, the last time I think they had it in their CalSTRS handbook. But basically, and this is not just CalSTRS, this is pretty much any public pension, which actually the police officers end up paying way more than this, almost $1,000 of their pension because they make so much money. So, but yeah, I mean, you're basically just handing over that money, and you could have just kept that money, got you a plan that you paid for 15 to, right now the IULs, when people are older, they need to pay into it at least 16 to 17 years for it to cover to age 120. But it ends up being much cheaper for them in the long run.
That's so out of integrity for them to just not put that in or take it out.
Right. I mean, this is only for someone that's going to qualify for life insurance. So we got to find these people when they're young and healthy.